Hey, and welcome to Destroy All Movies. What's up, people? I'm Richie.
I'm Jim.
Carl.
And Ray.
Well, what's on the show today, Jim?
On the show is Renfield.
Renfield.
Yeah, and no three of a kind this week. We will be discussing, tributing Paul Ruebens.
Oh, okay.
We will
rest in peace.
We will reminisce.
That was a sad blow. Very sad.
Yeah.
But before either of those two things, we'll do what we're watching. And so, Carl, we'll start off with Carl. Carl, watching anything new lately?
So Oppenheimer?
Yeah, what don't give it away, Carl. No spoilers.
There's nothing to spoil. It's like,
yeah, that was the joke, Carl. Thanks for explaining it.
it's beautiful.
Did you see it in IMAX?
No, just a pretty big screen, but not IMAX.
I don't have an IMAX close. You know, like a real IMAX. There's an IMAX, but it's that fake IMAX where the screen
rebranded. The rebranded IMAX. Where they say
the screen's not that big. You know, yeah.
You can actually see the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember IMAX, you can't see the bottom.
Right. And then the guy behind you just kicks your chair a little naked.
So Carl, what beautiful.
It's undeniably good, but I didn't get much out of it because I already knew the entire thing.
Right.
You could any one of us could spend 15 minutes on Wikipedia and get the same thing, but it's beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be on IMAX because there's no action at all.
It's a lot of sitting and talking.
See, that's the thing. It all leads up to a nuclear. Oh, I guess I shouldn't explode. Yeah.
It all leads up to a nuclear explosion. Yes, we kind of knew that going in.
Yeah.
But it's like 2 minutes, and the rest is just talking.
I get it.
So I like a lot of movies where they talk.
I look like the Queen Cook.
I do too.
The leprechaun.
When I do that, Jim,
forget about all that.
Well, forget about all
Oppenheimer. I mean, go watch it. It's Christopher Nolan. He's a genius.
Right. Well, you know, there are movies where you do know what the outcome, like Apollo 13. I know I know what happens, but I still feel tense.
That's a great movie, but that's more intense. Oppenheimer, is a sitting around talking kind of movie.
It is.
Yes, I saw it 2 days ago.
Well, I saw Fat Man and Little Boy. I enjoyed that with Paul.
You know, honestly, I almost prefer that one.
Really?
Yeah. I need to. I'll revisit it.
How long is it, by the way?
3 hours.
3 hours.
Fucking long.
Why do we gotta have 3 hours?
Yeah.
And it takes place against like there's multiple time jumps, and you have to really be paying attention to what's going on. Because Christopher Nolan's a smart director. Like, he doesn't just tell you like, no, 1939 or 1945. He doesn't do that. You just have to.
So what you're telling me is I'm never going to see Oppenheimer.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't
not till it's HBO Max.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who like Niels Bohr is and why he was important, or Heisenberg or Edward Teller, like, they don't really tell you too much. Like, it helps to know like your physicists and why they
RDJ. Robert Downey Jr. plays Teller, and he does a great job. But
I thought he played Les Strauss or something like that. Strauss?
I thought it was Teller.
But they were talking about Robert Downey Jr. like a possible Oscar nomination for him.
He does a great job, but the entire storyline could just be dropped and make it a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, he was Louis Strauss. That's who he played.
Oh, he was.
And they could have probably dropped another storyline that didn't make any sense and made it 90 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Well, anything on television or anything going? Anything new?
They cloned Tyrone.
Oh, you saw that
on Netflix?
Yes.
Jamie Foxx
and that dude who played Finn in Star Wars.
John Boyega.
Yeah, John Boyega. He's in it.
I think we should do it on the show, but I really enjoyed it.
I don't have Netflix. I'm poor.
Figure it out. I
I
thought it was fantastic. I really enjoyed that movie.
I'll have to check that one out.
All right. Richie, watching anything new? Probably not. You've been away.
I was going to say, no.
All right.
So, but no, I haven't been watching shit. So
a couple things. I finished Ted Lasso season finale or series finale.
Series finale, yes.
I don't think truly, man,
we'll
like
see.
that show I think is perfect. Perfect.
It is.
Like no loose ends. Like it was it literally hit all the feels in one episode, and it was just perfect. I was holding back tears. Like it was multiple times throughout the episode.
Yeah.
Like just hit you right in like the perfect warm, feel good center of your soul. Like I just really enjoyed that show. I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
I loved it.
You almost cried?
Dude, yeah, I'm not joking, man. I was tough. I was like, holy fuck, man.
I cried a bunch of times.
Of course you
Yeah, I was
cried.
like, Jesus. And then
Jim cries because Jim cries.
I'm almost finished with Succession. We have one episode left.
Well, back to Lasso. The one the one thing I wished they explored a little more. What I thought they wrapped up Nathan and his father's storyline a little quickly.
Yeah, but that's like a side character thing, you know. And he did have that moment with his dad where his dad just tells him flat out why. You know, I feel like that was sufficient enough. It doesn't need to go any deeper than that. The whole fight between Jamie and Roy over Keeley, that's fucking great. And then they just go to like these two idiots. I love it. Man, the whole show is just perfect, man.
I loved when
perfect.
When Jamie brought Roy Kent his birthday present, and he just said, "I had the E turned into a U," and he goes, "I love it."
I love it.
And his niece was like, "You owe me, you owe me a pound, like, because thinking it is the same as saying it."
And why is he here? Well, it's your birthday, and I've invited your best friend. He's not my best friend.
My best friend.
I love it when they go and check out.
You're gonna make Jim cry again.
Yeah. Who's your best friend? Isaac. Fuck, he is.
Dude, I love it. Yeah, I saw it in the background. I love that.
That's a board game, by the way. I got it.
Oh, that's cool.
I got it on clearance at Walmart.
That's awesome. I love the name of the book, like his notes that he had at the book for Trent. I love that. One little thing I thought was hilarious real quick was Roy Kent, like when he wants to be a diamond dog. And you know how he just says whistle? He doesn't actually use a whistle. Like when he's a diamond dog, they're all like making actual dog noise. He just goes woof or rough. Like he just says the words. Like he doesn't actually try and do it.
And I liked how Ted brought up, they make plastic whistles.
Plastic whistles. Oh man, it's just such a good show. And like when they brought out the Believe sign, they put it back together. I'm like, fuck! And they brought back Zava. I thought that was great.
And his avocado.
Holy guacamole, dude! It's just so good. We're finishing Succession hopefully tonight or tomorrow, and then Oppenheimer. We're finally almost caught up with that. And then we want to start Silo. We started the first episode, but we didn't really finish it because we wanted to finish our other shows.
Yeah, I'm kind of
another season of Witcher. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews, but I'm still going to check it out because I like sci-fi.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the other one was How to Become a Cult Leader. I started watching that.
I saw that. I saw that.
What's that on?
So basically, it's like Netflix. A mockumentary. It's a documentary about like. They had one a while ago. It's called How to Become a Tyrant. It was all about like Idi Amin and Saddam Hussein. Maybe it's narrated by Peter Dinklage, and he does it like it's a play-by-play book or like a handy guide. Like, hey, you want to become a tyrant? Here, follow these like famous tyrants, and it shows you what they did and why they did it so well, and kind of like flipping it, And then now they do it with cult leaders. So the first one's about Charles Manson and Jim Jones and
there's Jim
Heaven's
Jones
Gate
too.
And shit. So. It's like tongue in cheek.
All right. Well, I'm going to say what I'm not watching. I did not watch
Witcher.
Secret Invasion.
Oh, right. I haven't started that either. I'm like, been hearing terrible things.
I watched the first one.
I can't.
That was enough.
Go there.
The first one was enough for me, but it is universally hated.
Yeah, like everybody is hating it. Everybody. Loki looks awesome. New season.
Yeah,
Loki looks really good. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I watched the trailer online, and I'm excited for it.
And Ashoka. I'm pretty stoked for Ashoka. That looks pretty dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm right with you, Jim. Like I'm like not like looking forward to watching it at all. Like everybody's been hating on it. Yeah, terrible decisions. I mean,
a lot of the Marvel lineup coming up. I'm meh.
Other than Loki, they just all the best characters are done with.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Even like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I thought was like a waste of time. I just didn't really enjoy it.
That movie.
Come on, bro.
That movie affected me. And not in a good way. I mean, with all of the animal cruelty in it, it was really turning me off. It's not for me. But I was telling Carl earlier that I watched the crossover episode of Strange New Worlds where they cross over with the Lower Decks animated show.
Oh, I haven't got to that episode, but I haven't watched Lower Decks yet.
So neither have I.
I don't know if I'd catch it then.
It's got one. I didn't know one of the voices on Lower Decks is that Quaid kid, Dennis Quaid kid. That's on he's on The Boys. Plays Huey.
Oh yeah.
He does a voice. So he was on A Strange New World as live action.
I've heard that
because they come from the future through a portal. And they're live action on
instead of anime.
Yeah, on Strange New World. But I was telling Carl one joke was they're telling Pike, oh, their badge is not just a badge, it's a communicator. He goes, and they don't have to like flip it open. And he goes, but the flipping's the best part.
Yeah, I only watched like one episode of Strange New Worlds.
Oh, Strange New Worlds, hands down, is fantastic.
I love the first season. I'm excited. I just wanted to wait for a bunch of them to come out so I could kind of just boom.
Well, I can't. It's like I can't wait for them to come out. But they're taking a lot of chances. Like the crossover with the animated show. This week they're doing a musical episode.
That's usually what happens late in like a show. When they run
but I
want
to see how they do it. Like how if they can pull it off. Where it's believable within the context of the show.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, other than that, haven't been watching a whole lot.
Richie
already said he's watching nothing.
Not
watch
movies.
Renfield.
Main event Renfield. Directed by Chris McKay again. This 2 in a row with Chris McKay directing.
What was
the last one?
Remember, what did we do last episode? It was a Chris McKay film.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh man.
No, you mistake for Adam McKay.
Yeah, because I said it's Chris McKay. So this is also Chris McKay. Neither of the two movies was Adam McKay.
Hey man, dude's working. Right on, dude.
It was Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that's right.
The same guy did Renfield?
Yeah.
All right.
Probably at the same time.
That would make more sense.
No.
But you got to focus on one.
This, of course, starred Nicholas Holt, Nicolas Cage.
Hey,
a lot of Nicolais.
Awkwafina. And Ben Schwartz. And of course, Richie loved it because it was 93 minutes of running time.
That was including opening and closing credits. That's how you do it, kids. I'll watch it again.
And it's the story of Renfield protecting. He does a voiceover where he talks about. It's funny. This reminded me of that movie R.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
Also starring Nicholas Holt, where he narrates the movie.
Yes.
That's the zombie movie where he plays a zombie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Richie liked his one line in that in the opening.
I guess
I'm wearing a hoodie, so obviously I'm unemployed.
That was great. Look at me. I'm still wearing that hoodie. So obviously I was unemployed.
Don't catch me in the winter. I'll be rocking a hoodie all.
Yeah, but that's all you wear in the winter.
Yeah, Carl.
Like I know people who wear hoodies all the time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So the story of Renfield, the assistant to Dracula, Nicolas Cage's Dracula, and it basically is him gives a little narration of how he protects Dracula over the years, but it's getting harder to take care of him since it's modern day times and find fresh blood for him to consume. So he goes to abusive relationship group. And his plan is to get all the abusive partners of the people in the group and feed them to Dracula. Meanwhile,
that's a great concept.
There's a lot of stuff going on with the police and organized crime. And
what's his name is in it. One of my favorite fucking characters.
John Leguizamo?
John Ralphio.
Who?
What's his name?
Oh, Ben Schwartz.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. From his character that he played in Parks and Rec. John Ralphio.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ben Schwartz.
Never watched.
Jim did mention that.
You never watched Parks and Rec?
Never.
Dude, that shit is fucking funny. Ron Swanson's my fucking he's my spirit animal.
Yeah.
He starred as Jean-Ralphio Saperstein.
Yes, John Ralphio. He's fucking great.
He's really funny in that show.
Yeah.
So he plays the mob boss's son.
Right.
And, of course, Renfield has superpowers by eating bugs. It gives him Dracula strength. And it's all about that and abusive relationships and mob killing. So laugh riot.
I liked it. I'll watch it again, especially that it's 90 minutes.
I would say my favorite part is when they really lean into the abusive relationship part, when he creates his own apartment and Dracula shows up, and Nicolas Cage plays that so well. It's like, oh, very nice.
He's caging.
Yeah,
so much caging in this movie.
Yeah. He was probably the best part of the whole movie.
Oh yeah,
the only part.
Yeah, the only good part in the whole movie.
I don't know. I liked it. I'm Carl in this one. I found a lot of good shit.
There you go.
See,
I found my inner Carl.
Do is make a 90-minute movie, and Richie's fine with it.
That's what I mean.
Some Nicolas Cage.
It could have went completely off the rails and became, just overly boring and stupid. But right at the point where it was just getting bad, they ended it. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Another 5 minutes, it would have been terrible. But this was good.
Another 5 minutes.
It was perfectly timed.
I enjoyed it. I love me some Nicolas Cage, man.
Yeah.
And he just went off the rails, which is awesome.
This
Not
was
the
no
first
worse
time he's played a vampire.
Yeah. This was no worse than him in the fucking Pablo Pascal movie.
Dude, that movie.
I love that movie.
I kind of
it's fantastic. I love that.
There's no worse than that.
Oh,
Shut
come
up.
on, worse than that. I love that. I want another one of those.
I don't know if it was great. It was good, but
Nick and Javi, I'd watch the shit out of that.
That was a lot of fun. That was a fun movie.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Rich.
This one you like. The other one, which
I mean, I like that one too.
Flick.
I like that one too, but
it's just too long for Richard.
Yeah. I'm saying, they cut 5-10 minutes out of it. Movies get way better.
You're much faster running than me. even in subpar footwear.
Were you looking for crosshairs?
No, I was asking for your
just-
general impression of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it's all right. I'm generally sick of vampires. I've had
Right.
mouthful of
Zombies and vampires are overdone.
Once the Twilight movies ended, Carl said,
You got
I never saw one of those.
This is my none will compare to.
I didn't see any of those.
The only thing about this movie that I fucking couldn't stand is the cop. That broad is, she is so unfunny.
Oh,
like I could
she's
not
okay.
wait. She's not okay. She
was
couldn't
funny
wait.
in what was that movie?
I loved, and I liked her in the 10 Rings movie.
She was horrible in that.
She wasn't horrible in that.
Yeah,
She was okay, but she was funny in Jumanji where she had to play like, Danny DeVito because Danny DeVito's in her body or some shit like that. I thought that was really funny.
she's gonna try to be funny. She's not funny. She's gonna say something stupid.
So no fan of Aquafina.
No.
Richie.
She's been funny.
No, she's never been funny.
To Richie.
Okay.
Ever.
To Richie. Yes, Nicholas Holt, of course, I think is always good in anything he's
serviceable.
Serviceable.
Yeah, serviceable. I agree with that.
He's never been great.
Who?
It gets
Nicholas Holt?
Yeah.
I have never seen anything where I didn't like him in.
Yeah, serviceable. But you never.
X-Men First Class.
That was the best he's ever been.
R.
Mad Max. Mad Max is really
Max
good.
Fury Road.
That's
He's good in Mad Max.
I didn't see him where he played.
What a glorious day to die!
I didn't see Tolkien where he played J.R.R. Tolkien. I didn't see that one.
Fuck! I will never watch that.
Why?
It just sounds terrible.
I will never watch that movie.
Well, it's all Christian and stuff.
What?
I can't wait to watch it. Is it 90? Is it 92 minutes?
No,
I'll watch
probably
it.
more than that.
Then I'm not watching it. I'll have to Google movies that just 90-minute movies. And that's all I'm going to watch. Or like I said, I'll watch any movie up to 90 minutes and then I'm done watching it. I'd have to leave halfway through Oppenheimer. I'm like, I get it. They blow up they detonate the bomb.
Jackass 4.5.
Wait till,
it's 90 minutes.
Wait till it hits max and just watch it in 2 parts.
Now, that's still a problem. The only movie that I can watch marathon style like that are The Godfathers. They're
Yes.
that good. Where
you say that every time, yes.
But Oppenheimer, I get it. It's probably a great movie, but I know the ending. I've never seen it, but I know the ending.
And when you see when we do Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, that's an over 2-hour movie.
I'll watch 90 minutes of it.
I'm reading this top movies under 90 minutes. Night at the Roxbury. This is Spinal Tap. Nightmare Before Christmas. Borat. Black Dynamite. Pie.
See? Mm-hmm. All great movies.
Evil Dead.
Whoa.
All great movies.
Toy Story. The original.
Every single one of them that he said was a hit.
Which was the first one you mentioned?
Night at the Roxbury.
Night at the Roxbury.
Right there.
Yeah.
90 minutes of fun.
The Wicker Man.
90 minutes.
Zombieland, the original Zombieland.
The Zombieland.
Zombieland. Double tap.
That's right.
The Lion King. Eraserhead.
See? Eraserhead. Man.
Stand By Me. That's under 90 minutes.
I'll watch Stand By Me all the time.
No, movies used to only be 90 minutes.
I know. Until some asshole made an epic.
Well, there were a lot of epics. There were a lot of epics. There's the
Ben-Hur is a fucking long movie.
Whatchamacallit, The Bridge Too Far.
Gone with the Wind.
There's plenty of long movies. If you do it right, you don't mind the length.
Yeah, but the problem is there hasn't been a movie that good where you're like, wow.
The problem is...
Didn't feel like 3 hours.
Lawrence of Arabia.
That's a good one, man. It's a little slow.
Lawrence of Arabia.
How long was Violent Night?
I'm sure it was not 2 hours.
Well, Ray's in front of the Google machine, so he can find out in seconds.
An hour 52 minutes.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's not near 90.
Yeah, but the
problem now is the 3-hour movies that we're getting, the over 2 hour to 3 hour movies we're getting.
They're purposely extending it.
Yeah, do not deserve that length.
Right.
No.
Their subject matter, it feels like it's stretched to that length.
Like Lord of the Rings is a classic, like over 3-hour movie where like you want more of it. You know, you want more time.
That could have been a 45-minute movie.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just kill Isildur at the beginning.
Just that could have been
throw the ring back in.
I remember when we watched because we watched Lord of the Rings. We had a friend who kept saying, "You should watch Lord of the Rings," and finally we watched it, and we were sitting there, and when Richie and I lived together, we were sitting there watching it, and at the end, and Richie goes, "You said something like." Son of a bitch. Now I got to watch the next one.
Well, yeah, because I'm like,
It's good.
They are good.
They're perfect. No, they're like perfect.
The length also.
I love the extended editions of all of them.
Yeah.
They're not doing themselves favors by making 3-hour movies.
No.
You need asses and seats and turn it around.
Yeah, exactly.
So
need more showings.
Popcorn and shit.
Yeah.
So
Kevin Smith was talking about, because he owns a movie theater now. He was talking
Smodcastle.
Yeah. He was talking about how they clean the movie theater in between shows.
Ooh, I don't even want to.
They don't do that anymore, man. The theater I went to was terrible. It used to be like one of the best.
He says in between shows, they use leaf blowers.
Yeah.
They blow it all they blow it all to the front of the theater, and then they sweep it out, and then they sweep it all up.
Genius. That's genius.
So that's what Richie intentionally spills his popcorn.
Right?
I think that's how Richie cleans up his house, right?
Yeah.
Honey, I need the blower.
Yeah. No, I was just telling my wife, I was like, we haven't been to the movie theater since Violent Night.
Oh, yeah, so Christmas.
I can't believe that's the one you got.
And I did spill popcorn so I can go get more. I'm like, oh, look, it fell.
In Oppenheimer, my friend got the small popcorn, and you don't get a refill on that one.
Right.
I went out, and this teenage girl, I'm like, can I get a refill? She's like, only on the big ones. I'm like, dude, that's like 2 cents worth of popcorn. Yeah. She's like, she filled it up and was like, just don't tell my boss. I'm like, I ain't gonna tell anybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around. Saying,
I got free popcorn. I got free popcorn. Go ahead.
You got a lot of fighting. You got a lot of kung fu fighting.
Yeah,
and you got a lot of killing and vampire stuff.
How did just real quick? How does so Renfield gets his power by eating bugs?
Right.
Yeah.
But Dracula gave him that power.
Right.
Yeah, because I think he drank his blood. He drank Dracula's blood.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then if he eats bugs, he'll, become.
They're like boosters.
Right. He'll get all super big strength.
Yeah, he pops a couple methamphetamine pills.
Yeah, and Dracula teamed up with the mobsters. Renfield and Awkwafina have to fight it out.
Yeah, that whole cop dad storyline was annoying.
Yeah,
it's always annoying.
It is because it's the same thing with cops. Yeah. It was my dad was
a lawyer.
Right. There's always my dad was
the
FBI.
A cop. She was in the FBI. That's what it was or something.
Right. Or my dad was a pilot.
Yeah, like Top Gun. Your name's not that great here.
Right.
No, I think it's actually
Mitchell?
pretty annoying.
There's probably a million Mitchells.
Yeah. Exactly.
Honestly, like on the side of women and stuff, it's gonna sound weird, but I think it's kind of annoying and patronizing. It's like the only reason she wants to be a cop is because her dad was a cop. You know, it's
Right.
like she can't just be a strong lady cop on her own. She has to.
Right.
You know, they write these characters like there's a lot of like smart, strong women, but it's because their dad did it or looking for their dad.
Right.
It's just all like a daddy issue thing. It's a weird fucking Hollywood trope. It's an annoying Hollywood trope. It's lazy writing.
You're not wrong.
And that was quite a microaggression. You just pulled out of your.
No, but it is this lazy.
She
writing,
can't be a strong lady cop.
I know, but I mean, I hate
be a strong cop on her own.
Yeah,
you know, it does sound pretty like I don't know. It's like I'm not.
Ray, you're not wrong, buddy.
Feminist. No, it's just lazy fucking writing because you look at like Ellen Ripley's like a badass, right? It's not because of any other reason than she's a fucking badass.
She is.
Or like shit like that. Not because it's because of her dad. Like why can't she just do it? Or like Clarice Starling, right? Like badass fucking cop lady, right? Not because her dad made her become part of the FBI.
Right.
No, that's right.
Lazy writing.
And Salt.
It's lazy motivation for that character.
Did you say Salt?
Salt.
Yeah.
Salt.
Angelina Jolie was a badass.
That was a terrible movie.
I know.
Because of her daddy.
She's better in Wanted. Curving bullets and stuff. And that's a movie I haven't thought about in forever. Just Wanted, where they're curving the bullets. Like that was like a thing for a while. Like gangster flinging bullets. Like do that stupid shit no more in movies.
Thank God.
Thank God, right?
Yeah.
Like what was?
It's okay.
It's a dumb trend. All trying to like find the next Matrix thing with bullets. What can we do?
Well, remember that
they slowed it down.
What was that shitty movie with
Lord of the Rings?
No. No.
Return of the King.
Batman in it. Christian Bale, where he played like a futuristic cop who had no emotions.
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium. Where they had a special kind of martial arts. Gun kata.
Honestly, I fucking loved Equilibrium. I still dig Equilibrium. That was so cool when he throws like the gun clips out because he knows he's got to reload by that point by shooting, and he's just doing like cartwheels and stuff. I thought that was cool. I thought that was way cool.
Yeah, and he fought like Robert the Bruce at the end, and
Robert the Bruce. Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, but that was that was stolen from.
It was Robert the Bruce.
But that was stolen from.
Hilarious.
The gun reloading was stolen from Hit Girl. So.
They did that in Wolverine Origins too with what's his face. There was a guy with guns in that one who was like a real good shot.
Oh yeah.
And he reloads in the he threw the clips.
Dead shot.
Yeah, not dead shot, but he was something. Threw the clips in the air and then
caught it,
and then caught him in the gun, both guns and stuff.
Yeah,
I've seen that a number of times.
Yeah, he I remember he throws those clips out and they're like standing upright on the ground, and he like
that's
does
right.
a cartwheel into them, and that's how
that's right.
Like they're like already out there waiting for him.
Yeah,
it's pretty sweet.
That was like, I mean, the whole storyline was kind of a little dumb. You know, it's like he has emotions. Now he's finally getting emotions by not taking his pills. But I thought the gun kata was kind of cool. But that was also early 2000s, and I was still in high school, I think.
And he slices off the face of the bad guy.
Yeah.
Notice we're talking about everything but
Renfield.
Renfield.
Crossers.
Besides being 93 minutes, will never have a sequel.
No.
Because it had a $65 million budget and made $26.7 million.
What? $65 million?
Yeah.
Well, they got to pay Nick Cage something.
Yeah.
He's in debt. That's the whole reason he's doing all these crazy ass movies. He needs money. The man owns a dinosaur skeleton and like a Rolls Royce Phantom, like one of like 3 ever made. Some shit like that.
Wow.
He just spends money.
That movie's not $65 million.
And it out of 291 critics, 58% of them gave it positive reviews.
There you go.
That's surprising.
58%. We're moving up.
Which is better than it's not
57%.
It's better. It is better than 57%.
Mathematically, that's true.
It's one better.
One better.
It's one better.
Did you stop taking your emotion suppression pills and you're doing cool mathematics? Look at you.
It's one better.
This goes to 11.
All right. So Carl says 2.
2.
I'm going to go next. I agree with Carl, 2.
Carl.
I was not a big fan of this movie.
All right.
The reason why I was not a big fan of this movie is because I was expecting it to be better. Because going in, I thought I would love this movie.
Right,
I'm saying Nicolas Cage as Dracula, sign me up.
Right.
You know he's going to give the most eccentric performance ever. And he did.
Yeah, he gave 2 crosshairs worth.
Yeah.
And the rest is straight.
He did exactly 2 crosshairs worth.
True.
Wow. All right, Ray, what do you give it?
So, I mean, just my thoughts on the movie too. Yeah, I went in with low hopes, to be honest. Like I saw the preview and I was like, this looks formulaic. This looks like something I've seen before. You know, I feel like I'm already getting the trope of he's going to rebel against Dracula. Even before the movie came out, just looking at it. And his superpowers are just kind of like that. You know, he's an ultimate action hero. Now he's like Spider-Man. He can do anything.
Dude, some of those fight scenes with his when he goes into Renfield power, that shit was.
It's cool because they make it hyper violent, and I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Like that's more fun.
When he's
fighting with the arms.
Yeah, when he kicked the dude in the chest and ripped his arms off and then fought with his arms.
Yeah, or like when they're getting chased around the apartment complex and he's jumping down and she's like seeing him like fuck people. Yeah, that was cool. Like it was hyper violent. I dug that. And honestly, Nick Cage just knocked it out of the park for me. Like I thought he's so good because he just really just goes all out. And honestly, I thought he was genuinely like scary and creepy.
Yeah.
I thought he did a really good job as Dracula. And especially at the beginning when you see him like with all the blood bags, it's like a tree of blood bags just dripping into him. And he's like still like hunched over and stuff. Cool. I thought it was an interesting that he linked up with the mob, but it made sense. But I did love it when he went to his apartment and he sees all the stuff he's bought and he's like, it's like just like going to watch. That was really funny. I actually give it a 3 crosshairs because I thought,
well, that's one better.
I would never watch it again.
That's one better than
it's one better. The only reason because I'm giving it 2 crosshairs to Nick Cage and then 1 just because of the hyper violent fight scenes. But otherwise, I'd probably never watch it again. And yeah.
Okay.
I tell you what, my favorite scene was when he starts seeing everything that Dracula requested. When there's the table full of nuns and then the bus full of cheerleaders.
At the beginning. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Gotta be kidding me.
That was pretty good.
Well, Richie, your crosshair.
Oh, this movie was 90 minutes of pure enjoyment for me. I got to say. I'm going to go 3.5.
Wow. That's a half one better.
And here's why.
Wow.
It fucking made me like I knew it was going to be terrible. It reminded me of Cocaine Bear with the camp. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Other than the cop end of it, like if she wasn't in it and they didn't have that cop story, this would have been even funnier. Because it was stupid. It was meant to be stupid. I thought Nick Cage did a good job as Dracula. I love the storyline with the going for help with the AA style. That's always funny.
Yeah, like the support group.
Yeah, the support
really
group. It was very Fight Club-ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I thought all that was great. I love
and it made sense
that
too.
Dracula would hook up with a local mafia. I was like, I get it. I'm down with it. John Ralphio fucking made me laugh because he's so stupid. But other than what's her name there? Aquafina.
Yes, we get it.
Aquafina.
You didn't like Aquafina.
Yeah. I'd watch it again, but fast forward over her parts.
Nice.
So, 3.5. There you go.
3.5. All right.
90 minutes of pure fun. Actually, 78 minutes.
I wish I saw some of those 90.
Well, there were parts I fucking laughed out loud. Like, I mean, I was talking to Chris about it, and I told him I said, "Hey man, we did Renfield." He was like, "Please tell me you hated that movie." I said, "Dude, I laughed out loud a couple times. I liked it." He goes, "Did you like it better than Dracula Den Lemon?" I said, "Of course." I said it was fucking an Oscar winner. I told him, I said it was an Oscar winner compared to that movie.
Yeah, it's a lot better than that.
Yeah. And he was like, "Oh," he's like, "Fuck you, man." I'm like,
That's
"No, dude."
Nostalgia, bro.
Yeah.
Can't step on nostalgia.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go, Renfield.
I dig it.
So that's the quote on the movie poster.
There you go.
90 minutes of pure fun. From Destroy All Movie.
Yep.
Actually, do you know what is on their poster? It shows Nicolas Cage with his hands on Nicholas Holt's shoulders, and it says, "Sucks to be him."
It's not bad.
That's funny. I'd get that on I'd wear that shirt.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah. That's fucking funny.
Yeah, so I thought the concept was funnier than the execution. That's
that's
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
But Nick Cage saved the movie. If it was anybody other than Nick Cage, I could have never watched it.
Yeah.
He's the only one who could pull that off. Like, that was the best part.
Well, that's what I loved about it. It was campy. It was stupid. It was fucking Nick Cage. All right, let's talk about.
All right. Well, we say goodbye to Renfield, and we also say goodbye to Paul Ruebens, who died recently. He was sick for a while, but never publicized it at all. So everyone was a little, shocked that when he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he was number 3, right? He was the third.
He was the third.
Yeah. So he was the third.
The fact that he was 70 makes me feel so old.
Yeah.
And he didn't look it. He did not look it at all. And of course, the first time we ever saw Paul Ruebens was on that HBO special, Pee-wee's Playhouse. Pee-wee's Playhouse on HBO before he ever had a show or the movie.
Right. Yeah, it was like a dirty comedy for adults, right?
Yeah.
It was because it had a lot of adult humor in it.
Yeah, but he treated the audience like they were children in a children's show, but it was dirty humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's regular, Captain Carl was on it.
It was Lawrence Fishburne, right?
No, Phil Hartman.
No, that he was on the TV show.
On the TV show.
Fishburne was on the show.
It was Phil Hartman, the woman who played Miss Yvonne, a guy called Mailman Mike, who used to steal all the mail. Because
these are perishable.
Look, this says perishable. That means food.
Cookies. Hey, Mike, you're not supposed to be eating that. Come on, Pee-wee, have a cookie.
And of course, Jambi.
Yeah,
who had the best joke when Jambi gets delivered hands.
Yes,
and Jambi's going, "Cool, Caucasian." And then he goes, "Well, I'll see you later, Pee-wee. There's something I've been waiting to do for a long time."
Dude, it's so funny. Just a big head in a box.
Yeah.
I do remember the TV show as a kid, like growing up with Pee Wee Herman, watching all the movies, Pee Wee Big Adventure.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Pee-wee's Big Adventure was such a huge hit.
I wanted that bike, dude. I remember growing up wanting that fucking red bike so bad.
Wow.
Wanted it. Big Top Pee Wee, the one where he's in the circus. That was the other one.
Yeah, with the Pipala Poopala brothers.
The Pipala Poopala. Yeah, the three brothers are all like after the other chick, and then he ends up taking the chick. And with his talking pig, he had a talking pig.
Yeah. Hey, Pee Wee.
No, but the whole Pee-wee's Big Adventure is a perfect comedy.
It's great. I really want to. I'm thinking about watching it here this week. Kind of get all nostalgic. But dude, that bike, dude, I still wanted that bike so fucking bad. He had like a speaker on it, dude. It could do anything. It was like a perfect, like his whole house. It was like a big what's the name of it? Rube Goldberg. Yeah. Yeah, he had his whole house was a Rube Goldberg or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like impractical mousetrap thing to make the smallest things. I loved it. I wanted that house.
Just him getting out of bed and putting on the bunny slippers and then making them hop to the carrot.
The dude was funny as shit. He's so good.
He's so clever. He was so good, man. So sad, dude.
Do you have something to say, Amazing Larry? That's such a Big
Adventure is also Danny Elfman and
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Yeah. Wow.
Their first movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's insane.
I forgot it was Tim Burton.
I was telling my wife about what we were doing. I said, we're going to talk about Pee-wee, but I said he did this. I said when he was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I said it'll tie in with the show. I said because his death scene was so fucking funny.
The best death vampire ever.
She was like, she goes, what do you mean? Like Lost Boys, I said, no. Like old school comedy, like it took forever for him to die.
And he's like kicking the wall. It's like,
kicking the wall, banging on
and then they fade away. You think it's done. Then he comes back and he sits back up. He's like, and then he's
yeah. I said it was so fucking funny. Yeah, it was so fucking funny.
I think one of his best roles was the spleen.
Man? Oh, the
in
spleen.
Mystery Man. You're on it. Yep. One of the best roles, man. Silent but deadly.
What about Blow?
Oh, Blow was great too.
Yeah, he was
great in Blow. Really good in Blow. He was really good in Blow.
Yeah,
he who dealt it forever would smelt it.
Accuracy within 5 feet.
Yeah, it's just, and then going from that adult-themed HBO special to actually making a children's show out of it.
Yeah,
that was ultra successful.
Could enjoy.
Yeah. That
and it was like all claymation in the beginning.
Yeah,
intro. It was a fun show. I remember watching it when I was a kid, man. Like I grew up watching it. It was a lot of fun watching.
I found out. Clips have been coming out of the woodwork now that he died. So he was talking about he was on the dating game 3 times.
Oh, no kidding.
Really?
As Pee-wee. That's where he first fucking started Pee-wee. He had that character. He said there was no job, he goes, you look through the paper and the cattle call style, actors, they're looking for the, he goes, I just put on my Pee-wee suit and went down. He goes, I lost. He goes, I finally won a date after he goes, I lost twice and won once. But he goes, as Pee-wee Herman.
That's so
Tim
funny,
Burton
dude.
Probably saw that and was like, I'm gonna make a movie with that dude.
Well, he said when he walked in, how he goes, because they pick, normally like when you go on a game show, if you're like eccentric or nuts, like you're gonna get on. Like that's what they want.
Right.
So he goes, when I walked in, one of the producers just looked and they were like, just get him. Yes. 100% yes. He's one of them.
Well, what about his voice acting in Flight of the Navigator?
Yeah, that's right. He did the.
He was the robot.
He did the ship's voice.
Yeah.
And Star Tours at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep. He was in Dunstan Checks In. He was the bad guy with the monkey.
Oh yeah.
That was a weird movie. I'm just looking at all his movies. I'm not pulling this out of my butt. I'm looking on my.
And what was interesting is they said when he started doing the children's show. In fact, I'm reading a little over here. He was a heavy smoker, but he would never let a kid.
That's right.
See him at a character or see him smoking or doing anything that Pee-wee would not do.
Right.
Like he would never break character. He would stay in character all the time when he was Pee-wee.
Yeah, other than that one
Paging
incident he had in the porno theater getting caught. But I mean, what are you doing in a porno theater?
Well, he wasn't Pee-wee then. He was just jerking off as Paul Ruebens.
Oh well.
That's
what do you do in those things? You know,
Yeah.
People get all
and
on
the
his
thing
ass.
is, if it was today, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
No one cares, dude. Freaking Louis
He
C.K.
wouldn't be in a porno theater because they don't exist
shit?
anymore.
Yeah.
But
I was like, who gives a shit? He's just jerking off.
no. But it's funny. Like I'm trying to think of like other people that created a character and became the character. Like he was just Pee-wee. Like he, always. The only other person I could think of is like Andrew Dice Clay. Like he became Dice.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Pee-wee character,
that was like a character.
Never got annoying.
Right.
Yeah.
It always seemed.
It was fun.
It was delightful.
Right.
Pee-wee was always delightful.
Yeah.
Do you have
Texas?
What?
Do you have
what was that called? I didn't.
I'm in Texas.
Listen, the stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Where are you calling from, Peter?
Trying to get to the basement in the Alamo.
Yeah,
There's no basement in the Alamo.
Silly. There's no basement in the Alamo.
That whole movie could have been solved by Google.
When he's in the magic shop and he puts on the big ear and just goes,
the magic shop was funny.
What?
Or when he pulls out his bike chain, it just keeps coming. It's like
yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen this. You literally just cracked my brain. There's a version of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and it's like an extra wide cut where you see all the movie magic. You see the chain.
Yeah.
You see when he's in the car, and you see like all the signs passing. They're on like tracks.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, the chain,
the chain coming out. It's a hole in the bottom. And you just see him pulling right through it. I don't know if it's a movie mistake or if it's like a wider cut.
Well,
it's probably an edit, a TV edit, because they probably
zoom in.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you see the movie, it's out, and then like the scene where he's driving with the guy who's like a murderer who's driving the car. He's like, "I'm a bad guy, Pee-wee," and it's at night, and you see the signs, but the signs are on just railroad tracks, and they're being pulled by a pole.
Right.
They're not moving, right?
I used to do that, dude. The criminal dude all the time. Great so far, Pee-wee. Action packed.
Yeah, at the end of the movie where everybody comes and sees him in his one role, he's dubbed over.
Yeah.
Paging Mr. Herman.
Paging Mr. Herman.
You have a telephone call at the front desk.
And him stay like moving in the camera frame.
Yeah,
he's like
and breaking the fourth wall.
Just
or he looks at the camera.
Or he looks at the camera twice. Yeah.
Large Marge scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Tell him Large Marge sent ya. When did that movie come out? I was trying to figure out how old I was when that came out.
I was saving this to
88.
You guys hate it when I talk behind the scenes.
I was on that set.
88 was Big Top Pee-wee.
I was the guy pushing
Pee-wee's
those
Big
signs.
Adventure was 85.
Wow.
85.
Jim, do you still have
He was in
Big Adventure?
He was in Meatballs Part 2.
Oh.
Whoa.
It was
he was also in Matilda.
Terrible movie.
Yeah.
Big Top Pee-wee was filmed at my high school.
Oh, no shit.
Cool.
Probably on the weekends or something. I didn't see Pee-wee or anything. But I saw the greatest graffiti I've ever seen.
Which was?
Where it was filmed was the stage that's in the movie.
Right.
It's also the building where my band practiced and stuff.
Right.
So I went and took a leak, and someone, or I wish it was Paul Ruebens, wrote in black Sharpie, "Pee-wee went pee-pee here."
That's cool.
That's funny.
Did you? He was in an episode of Mork and Mindy.
Wow.
If it wasn't him that wrote that, it was someone really funny.
He was on Sesame
that girl
Street.
for that movie was so pretty. She had such pretty eyes.
He did a Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special. He was on a Murphy Brown. He was in Ally McBeal. He was in episode of Reno 911, 30 Rock.
What?
Was he in 31?
He was in an episode of 30 Rock.
Okay.
Pushing Daisies, Batman the Brave and Bold, that was animated. He was on WWE.
Oh, wow.
WWE Raw. Tron Uprising, he did a voice. That was the animated version of Tron. Animated sequel of Tron. He was a voice in Star Wars Rebels.
Wow.
He was in Portlandia. He was in The Blacklist. He was in Gotham. He was in Voltron.
Oh.
Legendary Defender.
All right.
Incredible.
I feel like there were rumors that he was going to do another movie with Tim Burton.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Right? I know he's doing another Beetlejuice, but
he was in Cheech and Chong movie. Cheech and Chong's next movie. He was in the Blues Brothers. He was the waiter.
Yep.
That's right. He was the wrong glass, sir.
Yeah, that's right. I feel oh man, I forgot all about that.
Wow. Yes. I love the Blues Brothers. Do you hear about Beetlejuice 2? They stole something from set. It was like one of those horrible sculptures from the first movie that looks like a Christmas tree. Somebody stole it from the set of the second movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's not right. They should.
It
doesn't belong to them.
It's like $65,000 statue or some shit that they stole.
Oh wow.
Wow.
One of a kind.
The Catherine O'Hara statue?
Yeah, like one of her fucking sculptures that she made from the first movie.
Oh yeah.
They brought him back for this one because they're in the same house.
Oh right.
And
this is my art, and it is dangerous.
Oh shit.
So we lost a legend. I say.
Yeah. Bummer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do want to watch. I think I'm going to watch Pee-wee either tonight or tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow since it's already 9:00. But
yeah, wonder where it's streaming right now because
I'm sure you can find it. Yeah, it's probably all over right now.
Well, I'm glad we're all on the same page with that, dude.
Yeah. He was amazing.
We all love Pee-wee.
Well, cool. That's episode blah 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 4 and change, right?
Yeah. When we get near 450, I'll let you know.
Okay. There you go.
Something like 429-ish.
Yeah. We'll have a big show.
Destroy All Movies we can find at damshow.co, damshow.co. You want to contact us, you can send an email to Richie's favorite email address.
Destroymail@gmail.com. Once again, that's destroymail@gmail.com.
All right. Well,
guys.
Until next week.
All right. That's Destroy All Movies. I'm Richie.
I'm Jim.
Carl.
I'm Ray.
Oh my God.
What is that? A new voice?
That was Pee-wee.
That was Pee-wee.
I'm gonna get more hate mail now.
I'm like that was more Krusty the Clown, but
Krusty.
Good night, damnation.